Okay, happy Tuesday. We got a video for the Goldplanar GL30, which is that massive set that's right there on the right. If you are a subscriber to my channel, go ahead and comment below. I assume you commented on the unboxing of this same item and are a subscriber to that channel. If you are all of those things and you comment below this, you will get maybe notified that you won it within the next 2 days, like I did with the SimGot. That went very quickly. Cupcake Obsession, I got your mail today. The black and red is yours. We're done. It's a done deal. Give me a couple weeks for shipping, but that is your set. That's how it works, guys. All announcements are on the other channel. You got to be subscribers to both channels and comment below both videos to qualify. Now, let's move on to the item itself. It is a very large, as you can see, set. Fit is the way that it fits in the ear. It's going to really depend. For some people, it's going to fit fine, like me. For other people, it's going to fit. Let me go ahead and turn it over a little bit so that you can get a look at how it looks. It's got like a metal wing built into the aluminum. That's going to work for maybe a lot of people, but some people it definitely will not work for it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the frequency graph on the left. You can see that the AMT, which is the smaller one, and an air motion transfer, and what it says 1205, but I got to update. This is the Goldplanar large planar right here. From the sub bass, mid bass, and mids, they're essentially the same. When we get to the ear gain, the massive planar set has a bump and then a very large cutout in the upper mids, and the AMT16 with filter 4 has it's pretty close to my target. It's a little bit forward in the gain, but beyond that, and then they both go all the way off. The AMT is a set that is bonkers. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring this up. Here we go. So the AMT is $1,500. I can get it. But if you've got a hybrid, an all BA, a dual DD, you really ought to try something that sounds like nothing you have, and that's the AMT. It's absolutely amazing. The Goldplanar is something you probably heard before, except it's a larger version. It is. Let's go ahead and take a look at actually how big this is. Talk about some specs real quick. Technical details. It's 28 millimeters, full range planar, N55 high grade neodymium magnet, 12 ohms impedance, sensitivity of 98 dB. This is quite a large thing. At $800 being a planar, it's got to do something special. It's special in its size. Its build quality is fantastic. Goldplanar does not mess around with the presentation. This one right here comes with a 1010 Pelican. It comes with all the accessories, a big fat cable, changeable tunable nozzles. They do not short you in any kind of way with any of the sets that they release. The issue with this is that you're going to have to put in some work using dampening materials on the front of nozzles, which is most common for DIY people that are not really familiar on how to choose earphones, is the easiest way to tamp down or push down what would be elevations that are too much for you. But to get that upper mid suck pushed up is a lot harder, and it's not as easy as taking nozzles off and pulling or removing foam, because it's not there at this point. So you'd have to dig deeper to fix that. That said, I'm going to go ahead and talk about music briefly. I'm going to talk about two things in particular. One is Lane Staley, and let me see if I can get. Okay, here we go. Alice in Chains. His vocals in the MTV Unplugged sound dead, is the best way to describe it. Dead. Sounds very flat. Doesn't sound, lacks the emotion that goes with it. It does that to really everything, but his vocals stand out as being very atypical from how I usually hear them. A second example would be Metallica. Electric guitars, the harmonics with the distortion pedals sound, the best word again would be dead. It's very suppressed in an area that should be energetic and kind of carrying on from the meat on the bone, which is the fundamentals. The overtones / harmonics are clearly suffering. a lot of full video reviews I do, that beginning where it says my preferences, and I always say I don't like stuff that's too forward or too much gain because it puts vocals in front, and I don't like too much boost in the treble because it makes the harmonics of cymbals, electric guitars, and also vocals sound unnatural, because instead of trailing off, falling away, they're emphasized over the fundamentals of the vocals, which is not how it actually should sound. So that upper mids pull out, suck out, is impacting two things for me. One is vocals and the other is electric guitars in particular. That is just not something that I would recommend to people that have a library like mine, so it wouldn't be a set that I would recommend. Unless you are really good at DIY and can open safely without damaging drivers and remove and play with it, because ventilation to the driver on the back side and to some extent on the front side could fix this to some extent. However, the simple change the filter, pull out the nozzle, go naked without any kind of obstruction or dampening is not going to work, because you don't need to dampen anything. It's over dampened, but it's because of the driver probably. So it doesn't get the recommendation, but I will plug one more time since we're here. Are we going to go back? This set right here, which is the AMT16, which is just a beast. There's not a lot of people that have this set, but the ones that have it absolutely love it, because it is unlike anything else in their library, and the mids on it are just exceptional. It's exceptional. For somebody that does reviews and he has earphones all over the place and has them all the time, having something that sounds different, there's great value in that. Let me give you an example. My new favorite set, which is the Camper, is a fascinating set because it doesn't have a dynamic driver, but it has a tactile vibe that I measured compared to other sets that is really, really unique. And the mids have an energy too, and there's something going on. I don't have anything like it. And it's a beast when it comes to resolution as well. So it's my favorite set. I have nothing like it. It's not redundant, and its playback is amazing. The AMT driver is really, really impressive as well. So if you get a chance to go to a can jam or something, you see one of these on a table, give it a try. Listen to something you're really familiar with, especially something vocal centric. I'm not sure how this goes with J-pop or K-pop, but with male vocals and a library like mine, this is really a good set. So the comment below that you're about to make or have already made qualifies you for the GL. Good luck if you win it. If you put it on the secondary market, you would definitely be able to get back more than you paid, because you didn't pay anything. So that'll work out, or you could fall in love with it. Crack it open and find the magic. Something like that. And that's the video for Tuesday, and I'm out.